What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Ghost Trick.
Yeah.
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 So, you gotta up the energy. Things are getting serious.
Yeah.
It's 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, God.
We're in the park. Stuff is happening.
Yeah. Well, we're on our way to the park. Right? Yeah.
Temsic Park, the site of a little lady Camilla's abduction tonight. And the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden. And here we are. I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead. But what did she find?
She looks very nonchalant over there.
Just kind of boop. Eh. Huh? What's he doing here? It's your Swedish chef.
Every spending moment's time of human love. The walls were not ended, food deliveries little late. La la la.
A little late. It's already ice cold. Never ordering for the chicken kitchen again. Come on. Put your back into it. There we go.
No, swing him harder. Whee!
Alrighty. Let's see. I can go up this way, but I think that's a dead end. I think I gotta spin this. So I can get that going. And then I'm gonna have to move that to move baseball. I can get over here.
There you go.
Sup, Lynn? How's it going?
Oh, there you are, Sissel.
Weird dejected expression. I gather you didn't find what you were looking for?
Right. I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else instead. Something horrible.
Let me guess. Horrible? What is it?
Oh. There, in the grass. You better see for yourself. Bleh.
She's real casual about that corpse just hanging out.
You'll probably be able to fix it.
Looks like a dead body.
I nearly died when I saw it. And I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it there, can we?
Nope, I suppose not.
Well, up to it.
Chop chop and all that.
You're the one with the ghost powers.
Stop the park from being turned into a housing site! Protect the park! The Rock of the Gods! You there! You're talking to me, aren't you? I have some leaflets for you! Leaflets I know you'll be very interested in!
The headphone warning, I suppose.
I urge you to peruse and thoroughly examine it in every detail! Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name? My name... what does my name matter when there's more important things to worry about? Okay. Come now and study these tracks with me, my brother. Come learn about the Rock of the Gods with me. The night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching, but we are young. Oh, dear God. Look, I don't got time to get involved with your way of life, but I am interested in your way of death. Let's go back to 4 minutes before your death. Do we have to save this one?
Yes.
Can't we just leave him?
Nope.
Hey, leaflets. And so I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in the park and defend it.
Okay, and what does that have to do with this Rock of the Gods you mentioned?
You still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly on the 4th leaflet in great detail.
Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom.
Eek. Oh.
Ah.
Yeah.
We weren't sure which one.
I'm coming! Ooh, just hold on! Yeah, I'll be right there! Okay. I've located the target, beauty. Girl of the right age, coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and put her right back to your side. Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me? Eek! Oh God, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something.
What?
What in the world? What just happened? Oh, that's Mino. Mino? Mino the mascot, the symbol of Tenzing Park. Forget about the name of the big creepy lump of concrete. Talking about the way you change direction. Did you see that? Yeah, I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the Rock of the Gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl. And then that same power very deliberately crushed you instead. Yeah, precisely. That's called the mischief of the gods. Was it the mischief of the gods, or was it a ghost trick? Nah, couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. But wait a minute. What if there was somebody with much greater powers than me? Bum, bum, bum.
Well.
Look at that, there's another flame besides mine. Oh, that's the flame of a god, is it? But hold on. Your spirit's a flame too, is it? Yeah, so? Pardon me, but are you a god? I sincerely doubt it.
Right. If somebody asks if you're a god, you say yes!
At the last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That was probably that flame's doing. Who could it be? I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god-related. Maybe I better try talking to this person. What's up, friend? What the? This person with much greater powers than me. It's... you?
Hey! Cecil!
Oh, he was waiting for it.
That's why the intro's so subdued. I needed to save it up. I did say a headphone warning.
Oh my. It's...
Missile!
You look well for being dead.
Did you see? Did you see what I did?
I did a murder.
Yeah! I did it! I tried really hard and I did it! I saved Miss Camilla!
Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog?
Yep!
Missile, what's going on? How did you get powers of the dead?
I'm glad you asked! I don't know! After Miss Camilla went out and you left... I worked like crazy to make my own path, and I did it! Oh! It opens this way. Okay, got it! Then I followed Miss Camilla out into the big wide world. What? Bark, bark. Then, here at the park, I found her at last. Yes, you guessed it. I barked. You bet I did. And I'm running after it, too. Bleh. And then I guess I died.
Whew.
Then I was unconscious for a little while. When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed into the big scary lump. Oh.
No! Oh, what have I done? Oh, I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me.
Miss Camilla!
This is gonna be a special one, I can feel it.
I had to rescue Miss Camilla. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart. And then... wow. I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right?
Better than probably anybody else could. Look at all these whooshes.
Yeah. And I remembered what you did for me. How you saved me.
So, you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death?
You bet I did!
Oh, it's all green now.
Yeah, because I'm a missile.
Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nab her and put her right back to your side.
Now's my chance, I thought. I saw the core.
I don't know. It looks pretty far.
I stretched out my paw toward the core. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Sissel. Go ahead and try it for yourself. Meow.
Whew. I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance?
Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing.
Then you manipulated that Mino thing and threw it aside?
Mm,
Right on top of my head.
well, no, actually.
Huh?
I can't manipulate things like you can, Sissel.
You can't? Then how did you...
I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye. And it had a core, too. A single leaf hanging from the tree. I tried reaching out to the leaf.
Yeah.
Wow.
What in the world?
I can't manipulate things, but apparently I can swap them. As long as the two things have the same shape, that is.
From a very specific two-dimensional angle.
Yes!
Swap things with the same shape?
Go ahead and try it. Touch the swap button.
Swap.
Womp.
That's incredible. So that's how you saved your mistress, is it? And that's how I became caught up in this, is it?
I'm very sorry! My powers were too meager.
Meager?
Because, you see, I saw one more. I happened to notice one more core. There was something with the exact same shape stuck in the branches of a tree.
Hey, you're right. Mino could be swapped again with that. And then disaster wouldn't have to rain down on my head.
But my little puppy paw can't reach that far.
But what is that thing? It's too big to be a leaf. Whatever it is, I'd much prefer it on my head than Mino. So why didn't you swap the missile?
I couldn't. I can stretch out my paw a little further than you can, Sissel. But not that far! Look! It's just too far for me. I couldn't reach it.
And
Split.
sploosh. I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of death, if I do say so myself.
I kept retrying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do.
I bet there's something you can do now.
Huh?
We work together, you and me.
Cecil, you think so?
I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. Do you think you can help me?
Of course!
Naturally! So we're gonna drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again. Again. 4 minutes in the past. Again.
Again.
Alright, let's get started.
Well, that's a football.
4 minutes from now, you'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then you'll have to swap Mino with something else. Something with the same shape. I believe that's a rugby ball. Okay, the rugby ball, huh? But with the rugby ball where it is now, Missile can't reach it. So that means I have to move it closer somehow. Looks like you and I will have to work together on that one, Missile.
Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just touch the missile icon. That way, you'll be able to control me. And then, if you touch the Cecil icon,
Control will come back to me.
by the way, you can switch between us with select too.
Select. Huh? I'll remember that.
Okay, let's try it. Together we can stop Mino from hurting anybody. Trick time.
Okay. So we got to get ourselves over here so we can manipulate the football.
Yep.
The rugby ball. Oh, would you look at that? Sure, there's a whole lot of round things around here.
Oh boy! That means it's time for me, right? Oh boy.
My hair is also round. Let's see, to use Missile's powers, I just touch the missile icon. I'll try it and see what happens. Swoop! Oh, now I'm a doggo.
You also got just such greater range with this one.
So I can swap these two things.
It's true.
Boop.
Boop.
No. Cancel. Now I don't want to swap you. No, that's me.
Yep.
Let's see. I can get Cecil to spin this.
I think that's what
and
you'll
then,
need. And then do one more swap.
but I can't quite reach. I might be able to if I
Ah.
get that a little closer, maybe.
Actually, that itself might even be close enough for missile.
That's true.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
But you're in the way.
Oh, so I am.
Gotta move Cecil.
Eh. Alright, so now there's a big old tire in here.
Okay, well now what?
Well, let's get the... Okay, well, here's the rugby ball.
Look at this funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as that horrible Mino. But it's too far to swap from here.
Even this ball's starting to look horrible to me. I have to find a way to get this ball closer to that Mino thing. Knock it down from the tree, I say! There must be something we can do. Oh. That idiot's here now. Oh, we have to wait for him to spin the thing. So I can... So Cecil can get over.
Okay. So I guess you just wait.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna wait for him to... Come on.
Yeah, now you can travel. Wait,
Okay.
no, I think that was right. And then you just wait for it to spin back the other way and then go up yourself.
But I don't think I'm gonna be able to reach it. I don't think I got the chutzpah. Oh, but did any of those flyers of his have cores? No.
No.
So what if I just give him a little extra oomph?
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
The flyer has a thing now. Now that it's stuck in the tree.
Okay. So now we're up here. I can rustle this. Which will do that. I gotta... Let's see.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, we're getting there. Now I want to open it, and then I feel like I need to get something in here.
Hmm.
Oh, I think I remember what I have to do here, but it does involve me getting down here, and then I got to slingshot. Alright. So, because I gotta rustle that. So I gotta... Let me...
Ah, too
No,
heavy.
it's too heavy. Ah, it's too heavy, I can't move very much.
Maybe because of that swap I made?
I guess the little ball is about all the weight I can handle. Okay. Oh, what? No. Oh, so that needs to be the tire. I didn't realize that he was gonna do it. Oh, okay. So let's... Oh, I gotta go all the way back to the beginning?
Yeah. I think he had it. I think he just.
I think if the tire is there...
If the tire was there, you would have been okay.
We wait for him to do his flying leap. Alright, that gets in there. And now we swap them. And then just flip. There we go. Hey, look at that. There, we moved the ball. What do you think, Missile?
With the ball there, I think I can do it.
In just a few seconds, you'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then from there, you'll swap Mino with one more time. Final moment is near, Missile. Are you ready?
You bet!
Alright, so now I think it's just a matter of
Ready.
getting you in position here.
Yeah, and then you just wait.
Yeah. I guess I'll go here.
Wait for it to start to fall, and then you can jump in.
Time until death.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, what?
0. Okay, watch me, Sissel. Here I go.
The finishing touches. You can do it, Missile. Swap Mino with that ball. Yeah.
Bloop.
Stonk.
Bonk.
And he still died.
There. How's that?
My head has been spared. Truly, this was a try worthy of the gods. And now Mino is right where he belongs. In the garbage.
We did it again, didn't we? Didn't we?
Fate averted.
Now nobody has to die.
Except for one brave little somebody.
Huh?
Talking about you, Missile.
Oh, me? I guess you're right. I'm still dead, aren't I?
So let's go back and save your life.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
Now that I think about it, I think I want to stay dead a little longer.
What?
And when I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Camilla. And to do that, I need these powers I have now.
I see. Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that. Hey, we just saved you. Don't wish your life away already. No, of course, you're right. Okay, miss, I'll have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs a music box you found. When we get back to the present time, could you give it to her? Then certainly, you have my word.
Let's go back then, to the present.
Whoosh. And so Camilla ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Then listen to my story without saying anything. Sorry, I wish there was something else I could have done.
No, you did the best you could. I'm sure she's alright. After all, she has me! Huh?
That sounds like the dog that talks.
Missile? Are you in there? Miss Lynn, leave Miss Camilla to me! I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her. Missile. Whoop! There I go! Miss Lynn! Goodbye! Whee! I'm a leaf on the wind! Watch how I...
There he goes.
I'm gonna leave it up to Missile.
You know, the one I just sent off into space.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He'll be fine.
It kind of looks like Missile is being left up to the wind. No! I have something to give you. To stop the park from being turned into a housing site, protect the park, the Rock of the Gods! Aren't you forgetting your promise? No, pardon me, pardon me. My apologies, this is for you.
Oh! Pocket. You kept the music box safe, didn't you? Thank you.
Oh, not at all. I was only doing what the Rock of the Gods would have wanted. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
He's mesmerized by my beauty. Hey, cat's not allowed to get your tongue.
Excuse me, but are you? No, it couldn't be.
Have we met before?
Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago at this park.
10 years ago? Are you talking about...
Sounds like we need to have a conversation.
What?
Here in this park, the gods surely control fate. Today, 10 years ago from that day, we meet once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, then what is it? Could just be coincidence. But apparently you know our lady detective here. Can you tell us a bit about it? About what happened 10 years ago? Yes, of course. It actually happened to do. I was actually just about to do just that.
Yeah?
Pamphlet. What's this Rock of the Gods you keep mentioning? Don't you know? It's right there in front of us. It's that dead dog. Aww.
Missile. Wait a minute. You said gods, but do you mean dogs? Like
Of course not. Don't be silly. It's no time for ridiculous board games. You're standing just above the Rock of the Gods now. Take a look at that monument.
Monument?
Rock of the Gods, Temsik Park.
The Rock of the Gods. Ah!
The rock is buried in the ground right there. It's been here these 10 years. Ever since that day it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle. And then everyone just left it in the dirt for some reason.
Yeah.
A miracle.
Generally, when a meteor hits the Earth, it's not ignored for a decade. So this rock you've been talking about is a meteorite?
Precisely. It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. Yes, of course. Surely you know all about it.
Me?
That day just happened to be passing through the park. I had no idea it would change my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard a scream of a little girl.
Eek!
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Right, yeah.
Did you?
Now just calm down and drop that weapon.
Stay back! If you come any closer, I'll shoot her!
I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. But I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick, it was painful. And when I couldn't stand it any longer, that's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white. When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it. One of those beautiful fragments pierced into the criminal's back. The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day. "10 years ago, the little girl that was you was saved by the Rock of the Gods."
Oh my. I can't believe it.
The Rock of the Gods was given the name Temsik, and still today, it lies sleeping deep beneath the park's earth.
Another one of those, like, someone gave it a really, really obvious name. Like, really? It's Kismet backwards? The rock means destiny? Come on.
Nah.
I never knew about this Temsik. I always thought Detective Jowd was the one who saved me.
You were very young then, and you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you wouldn't remember. That's funny. A huge incident like that should have caused quite a stir. It's strange you never heard of it, Lynn.
It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news, and I never came back to this park again. That's why I didn't know anything about it.
The meteorite was named Temsik after the name of the park it fell in. And then the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. Now an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning this park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. So I've taken up residence in this park and I'm trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That's my mission.
I see. I'm taking you with me, Missile.
So 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynn wasn't aware of the meteorite. I get that. But Detective Jowd, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about this Temsik thing. And if he knew...
And the man died. I took his life.
What was that confession of his all about? The Rock of the Gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives. Like the ripples in a pond when a pebble is dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up again at the minister's office. Besides, there's a few things I want to ask Detective Jowd.
We found the music box, Detective Jowd.
Good job, Lynn. I knew you would. Once everything has been resolved, I want you to give this to him.
Him? You mean Inspector Cabanela, right?
I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me.
Detective Jowd.
Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, you know. See?
Calls that a knack? Looks more like brute strength to me.
Counts.
Here you are. You should find scorch marks on the grip. Don't ask me how the gun is bigger than the music box I took it out of.
Scorch marks?
When Camilla built her contraption, she used a special kind of string. The kind magicians use. It burns up in an instant and disappears.
Why would little Camilla use something like that?
I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving any evidence behind and all that.
In the case report, there was mention of some scorch marks.
When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flame run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. If you remove the picture, you should find scorch marks behind it on the frame, too. Those marks should match up with the ones on the gun.
In other words...
It proves the contraption existed in that room that day.
You mean the murder machine?
And it didn't look like, it didn't work in the way your little girl intended. Your little girl intended, is that right?
Exactly. Some cowardly culprit modified the design.
That angle could never be brought up in court. And so, as a justice minister, I must call off the execution at this point.
I knew I was right. It wasn't Detective Jowd. Now we can finally prove that. My goodness.
Thank you, Lynn. In those eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago.
Well, let's just have a nice little conversation.
Cecil, if you haven't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now, without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened.
Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives and gotten involved in their fates. The only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow. I just know it. That's why I need to ask you a few more questions, in order to find out the truth about us.
Fair enough. Fire away.
Cecil told me all about it, Detective Jowd. About the manipulator.
Yes, and it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister, too.
Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him. No.
Cecil, do you think that's what happened to me, too?
What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me. You were manipulated, too?
There was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. The image of the one who shot... Oh, nope.
Yeah. Sorry, my voice changed a little bit there. The image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation.
But Who is it? And why did they do it? That contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? It was never intended to be a murder machine.
That's right.
Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere.
No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that murder machine.
Right! I knew it! See, Detective Jowd?
No, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective Jowd about it. Told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edge of town? I've never even heard of the place. And what's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption.
You haven't?
That old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he? Detective Jowd, you must have heard this name before. Temzik. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago. You were there. So you found out about that, did you? I hear that meteorite saved little Lynn's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, it doesn't mean you didn't. Doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away?
What are you talking about?
Detective Jowd, you told me 10 years ago the person you killed in the perpetrator. What?
Person who killed.
The person who killed, not the person you killed. The
Yeah.
person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you.
What? But it was the meteorite.
I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away. No question about it. It was entirely my fault. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer, despite the fact that I haven't murdered anybody.
But you'd already made the decision to do so. That's the argument.
Yeah.
That's not true! You were trying to save me.
Lynn, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it.
Huh?
On that day 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place.
Another place?
Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. A suspect who was being questioned escaped.
Wow, I didn't know about that.
I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the chase. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there! I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him, bad. That warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young and green detective, brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynn. It was all my fault.
Detective Jowd?
All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lynn.
So the man who grabbed me died that day.
These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was my fate, my punishment for what I'd done. I painted pictures in my cell, nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I've met in my life I didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my last portrait, the final face I wanted to remember. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. Wait just 1 minute. It can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. It was my face. Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time? That's right. The face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole, of the man who was pronounced dead at the scene.
But hold on, Detective Jowd. That can't be true. I just met Cecil for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me.
By the way, the name that I know of the man in the park that day isn't Cecil. What? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy?
Mr. Minister,
Inspector Cabanela, where are you?
just be quiet and listen. This is our demand.
What? Demand?
Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage.
What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanela? And you know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted.
Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever.
What in the world? What's going on, Inspector Cabanela? The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people, started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow ever longer. Inspector Cabanela's call proved that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who's this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm even further from knowing when I started. Other than Who Am I is an excellent Jackie Chan flick.
Yeah. Oh, the plot thickens once again.
The thick plottins. Alright, so next time, oh god.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we're gonna go give Inspector Cabanela a visit, seeing how he called.
Yeah, and that didn't sound so good.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he's saying bad guy things.
Yeah, he sounds like a bit of a douchebag all of a sudden.
So we should probably check that out. But Missile's dead, but he's got super ghost powers.
Yeah, they're not the same as yours, but they're pretty cool.
There's a magic space rock.
Yeah.
And I'm a guy from the past who's somehow alive again, except now he's dead.
Yeah, died 10 years ago, was back alive at the start of the day.
And then died again.
And then died again.
So we got some stuff to figure out. And I guess we're going to do it next time.
Yeah.